Hi, with Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich. Great atmosphere here. We welcome you to Toronto.
Always a pleasure to work with you, Mike. Let's look at the goaltending matchup for tonight's game. For Buffalo, a goalie struggling a bit right now, Mika Norinen. And at the other end of the ice, starting for Toronto, Ed Belfour.
Time to drop the puck in Toronto.
Both teams still searching for that first goal.
To Kalinin. That'll leave a mark.
Oh, that was a pretty good takeout.
The drive. Over to Hoagland. Touch pass to Pyatt. Feeds it across. Winds up and fires. Across right to Renberg. Renberg has it. The Maple scores! He makes them pay for some lax defense. And the Maple Leafs now have a hold of the lead.
Renberg did it almost single-handedly on that play.
Face off at neutral ice. Cross ice pass. Burke controls it. Rink wide to McGillney. Nobody back on defense. Cross ice to Murata. McKee starts it the other way. Cross ice pass. Over to Roberts. Fires. Burke the pass. Tees it up. Kicked wide. Covered up. Buffalo having trouble scoring.
As you can see, goal scoring has been at a premium for the Sabres.
One times it to Woolley. And a gun off. Appears to be shaken up.
Wow, you always hate to see a man go down that hard. Let's hope he's okay.
The draw in the neutral zone. Moves it quickly to Kalinin. Over to Hoagland. Right side to Sundin. Rink wide to Ray. The Sabres head to the bench for a change. The wrist shot. He scores! Norinen didn't have any help and he gives up the goal. And the Sabres have lost control of this game.
Hoagland showed some serious skill there, weaving his way through for the goal.
Face off in the neutral zone. One times it to Woolley. To Pyatt. Across right to Tucker. Controlled by the Maple Leafs. Got iron with it.
The sound of a puck hitting the post is music to a goalie's ears.
Connolly faces off in his own zone. Over to McKee. To Chatan. The Maple Leafs out in front. Over to Hesh. Over to Chatan. The Sabres change up. Covered by Belfour. Face off in the left circle. Drop. Wrister. Belfour gathers it in. Buffalo has difficulty away from home.
They just haven't been able to focus away from home.
He drops it. The shot! Got a pad on it. Shoots! Sent to Hesh. Drives one towards the net. Over to Volk. Over to Healy. Volk in ahead of the play. Offside. The Maple Leafs leading. The draw at center ice. Over to Renberg. Pass to Hoagland. Face off in the left circle. Touch pass to Caberlo. Touch pass to Tucker. Played into the corner. Shot sails wide. Fires a slapper. Over to Domi. One times it to Brown. Fires away. Passes to Domi. Pushes it up. Right side to Corson. Bring on the smelling salts.
If you're not paying attention, you'll pay the price.
Domi starts it the other way. Rink wide to Corson. Feeds it across. It's a breakaway. The Maple Leafs head to the bench for a change. Draw in the left circle. Toronto gets control. Big blast. One times it to Sundin. Cross races back to get it. Over to Renberg. Cross the pass. They score! Hoagland beats the goalie on the breakaway. The Maple Leafs score again.
Impressive quick work with the skates to get to the net.
The Maple Leafs leading. One timed over to Woolley. Over to Hesh. Over to Reichel. Drives one towards the net. He won't allow it. Left side to Verada to Connolly. A long blast. Just wide. Advanced to Mogilny. Advanced to Reichel. Takes a shot. Face off in the left circle. To Renberg. Quick. Scores! Sundin beats him with the wrister. And it looks like this one is well in hand.
Sundin goes top shelf with the shot, and the goaltender was toast.
The draw in the neutral zone. Touch pass to McKee. Scores! They're scoring in bunches. The Maple Leafs piling it up a little bit here.
They're just skating all over them right now.
The draw in the neutral zone. The Maple Leafs with the lead. Buffalo on a 3-on-2. Pass to Verada. The Sabres change up. Rink wide to Amel. Over to Hoagland. Amel waits behind his own net. He scores! He scores for the third time, and here come the Hats. The Sabres have to open things up.
The hat trick. Hats falling from the sky all around you. It's a magical world, isn't it, Doc?
The draw at center ice. One times it to Woolley. Right side to Pyatt. A long blast. Wide. Off the mark. And we're a third of the way home. Toronto 6. The Sabres 0. Just about ready for the beginning of the second period.
Buffalo needs to do something soon. Otherwise, it'll be a somber locker room after the game.
One timed over to Kalinin. Over to Pyatt. Moves it ahead with a slap shot. Snag. Over to Pyatt. To Hoagland. Moves it quickly to Hoagland. Advance to Pyatt. Pushes it up. Pass picked off by McCabe. Cross ice to Sundin. The Sabres trail. Over to Hoagland. Cross ice to Renberg. Quick shot. Kicked out by Baron. Left side to Chatan. Across right to Pyatt. Passed up to Hoagland. Amel. Whistle for offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Over to McKee. Brown with the slap shot. That'll go wide of the cage. He shoots. The shot. Quick shot. Point blank range. The drive. Over to Mogilny. Feeds it along to Roberts. McKee plays it into the corner. They score! He had nothing but ice and goal-scoring glory ahead of him. And the Sabres have lost control of this game.
He had no one in front of him, so he just wristed it on goal, and it managed to get by the goalie.
Draw at center ice. Buffalo trailing. Cross ice pass. Fires away. Cross ice pass. Hesh skates in all alone. He covers it. He's been standing on his head in this game. Draw to the right of the net. One timed over to Kalinin. Loads it up and fires. The shot. Cross ice to Mogilny. Mogilny brings it in offside. Face off at neutral ice. Moves it quickly to McKee. Along to Grattan. The slap shot. Karam's off the board. Misses the mark. Cross ice pass. Across right to Healy. To Volk. Cross ice pass. Buffalo trail. Cross ice to Shatan. McCauley dumps it to the corner. Can't find the target. Over to Shatan. Cross in the defensive end to get it. Across right to Renberg. The Sabres change. They score! The goalie had no help, and he made him pay the price. The Maple Leafs piling it up a little bit here.
What an incredible dipsy-doodle by Renberg.
Face off at center ice. Touch pass to Woolley. Feeds it across. Over to Tucker. Pass to Corson. Over to Domi. Amel plays it. The drive. Shot. Gathers it in. The Sabres have been one man down a lot this year. Face off to the right of the net. Taken by the Maple Leafs. On goal. Guides it on to Roberts. Retrieved in the defensive end. Buffalo trailing. Across left to Reichel. Advanced to Hecht. Mogilny chases it down. The Maple Leafs head to the bench for a change. Over to Roberts. Feeds it across. Right side to Hecht. Ooh, that had to hurt. Hecht
Absolutely hammered out there.
shoots it into the corner. They're whistled for offside. Face off in the neutral zone. Touch pass to Woolley. Over to Shatan. Oh, a crushing hit.
I'm guessing that didn't feel too good.
Across right to Pyatt. Across left to Shatan. Crushed.
Feisty game with both teams doing a lot of checking.
Over to Pyatt. Grattan takes it up ice. Shatan shoots it to the corner. Covered up. Face off in the right circle. Tucker hustles to it. Cross ice pass. Lets it rip. Rink wide to Domi. The Sabres trail. With the shot. Shooting. Karam's off the boards. Sent to Amel. Rink wide to Corson. Right side to Amel. Cross ice pass. Tucker plays it into the corner. Period's drawing to a close. Patrick on the hard around. Fly. Off the mark. Shoots. And that'll do it for the second period. Toronto 8, the Sabres 0. We're ready now for the start of the third period.
Toronto, a bigger battle with the clock than with the opponent. They want this to end quickly.
Picked up by Sundin to Renberg. Rink wide to Hoagland. Over to Shatan. Quick shot off the goalpost.
Wow, was that close?
Buffalo not allowing a lot of shots. Face off in the right circle. Over to McKee. McKee, a drive. Advance to Mogilny. Oh, here's a breakaway all by himself. Ricochets off the post.
Well, the post is the goalie's best friend.
The Maple Leafs lead here. Brown takes the puck. Draw to the left of the net. Recovered by Sundin. Cross ice pass. He scores! He lights the lamp again. The Sabres find themselves trailing by even more.
Oh, what a brilliant dipsy-doodle move that was.
Draw at center ice. Across right to Corson. Dumped into the corner. Off the mark. Smothered by Biron. Face off in the left circle. Sent to Kalinin. Rink wide to Barnes. Cross ice pass. Recovered by Toronto. Takes a shot. Over to Barnes. One times it to Barnes. Buffalo takes advantage of power play opportunities. Face off to the left of the net. One times it to Woolley. The shot. Moves it quickly to Pyatt. Puck ahead to Corson. Cross ice pass. Cross ice pass. The Sabres trail. Corson with the shot. Face off to the right of the net. Gathered in by Reichel. The shot. Pass picked off by Brown. Cross ice pass. Over to Roberts. Over to Verada. Pass to Burke. They score! He punches it in on the breakaway.
He picked the top corner and smoked it by him.
Face off in the neutral zone. Right side to Roberts. Rink wide to Connolly. The Sabres head to the bench for a change. Connolly, a drive. Touch pass to Hesh. They're whistled for offside. Toronto, 9. The Sabres, 1. Off to Renberg. That'll wake you up in the morning.
He was completely leveled.
Pass to Hoagland. Cross ice to Renberg. Gathered in by Verada. One times it to Hoagland. The Sabres change up. Patrick plays it into the corner. Across left to Hoagland. Offside. The draw at center ice. Sent to Woolley. Right side to Pyatt. Chatan on the hard around. Feeds it across. Pyatt shoots it to the corner. Just wide. Puck covered. Draw to the left of the net. One times it to Kalinin. Takes a shot. One times it to Barnes. Over to Roberts. Buffalo behind. Left side to Mogilny. Cross ice to Reichel. Controlled by... Score! Corkum punches it in on the breakaway.
Belfour couldn't react quick enough to that wrist shot.
Face off at center ice. One times it to Woolley. Across right to Hesh. Right side to McCauley. Scores! He punches it in on the breakaway. The Maple Leafs in control now.
I don't think they know what just happened. Their fire was sent right back at them.
Draw at center ice. Sundin controls it. Right side to Renberg. Big shot to Sundin. Lets it rip. To Hesh. Retrieved in the defensive end. Sundin dumps it to the corner. The Sabres change up. Draw to the right of the net. To Woolley. Cross ice to McCauley. Big blast! Cross ice pass. The Maple Leafs with the lead. Fires a slapper. Cross ice to Amel. Across right to Amel. Cross ice pass. Across right to Amel. Feeds it across. The Sabres change up the line. Face off in the left circle. Sent to Kalinin. Chased down by Breton. Unloads. To Grattan. Takes a shot. Covered up by Belfour. Draw in the right circle. Sundin gets control. Period's drawing to a close. Advance to Barnes. Cross ice to Ray. The Maple Leafs get the victory in this one.
Buffalo up.
For my partner Darren Pang, this is Mike
Ladies and
Emmerich.
gentlemen,
See you next time.
Here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 13, Matt Sundin. The second star from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the first star of the game from the Toronto Maple Leafs,